Hello everyone, my name is Ignasia For today, I would like to present my article review. The title is The Importance of Livestock Wastewater Treatment Process Method Usage. Article review. First, water is very important for the life of all living things. Unfortunately, the increasing in population growth causing an increase of the demands for clean water for various different sectoral water uses. But the increasing number of incident of pollution of clean water resources can decrease the supply of clean water. And also, the increasing the number of livestock with the amount of urine released can cause pollution to the surrounding environmental if the waste product is not processed first but directly discharged into the environmental, especially to the water sources. Livestock wastewater contains highly concentrated organic matters, COD, BOD, suspended solid, ammonia, nitrogen, phosphate, antibiotic resistant chain, heavy metals such as zinc and cuprum, steroid hormone, and you can also find viral, bacterial, and parasitic antipathogens. The hazard to the environment is the ammonia nitrogens that contribute to BOD in water due to the biological oxidation process by nitrifying the bacteria. Next, antibiotic residue that we can find in wastewater can increase the population of resistant bacteria and cause the development or spread of resistance in different environmental compartments. Next, the transfer of antibiotic-resistant genes can cause an imbalance of intestinal microorganisms and can cause various bacterial disease and can cause various waterborne diseases to animal and human. Excessive intake of antibiotics also can cause the susceptible bacteria to develop the effect of drug resistance and become supergerm that will hard to cure. Then, chronic exposure to drinking water contaminated with copper can cause an anemia, liver and kidney damage, and also can cause diarrhea in young children and young animals. Next, one type of nitrogen that we can find in livestock wastewater is nitrate. It can affect health is due to the conversion of nitrate to nitrate. Nitrate will react with hemoglobin to form metahemoglobin. Apart from metahemoglobin, high nitrate can cause an acute respiratory infection and also can cause spontaneous abortion. In the livestock, nitrate absorbed into bloodstream can affect the oxygen transportability of red blood cells and can cause abortion to the pregnant female livestock. We can find phosphate also, but it's not toxic for human or animals. But the presence of phosphate can affect the health indirectly through its role in the eutrophication process that can cause development of harmful algae that associated with neurological selfish functioning, amnesia, paralysis, diarrhea, as well as toxin produced by cyanobacteria. The treatment that we can use for treat the livestock wastewater, one of them is aerobic granular sludge. Aerobic granular sludge first is filamentous fungi and bacteria. Form mycelium palette with settle and are retained in the reactor. After that, the shear force in the reactor causes the release of filaments on the surface of the pellet, so the pellet becomes denser. The denser pellet then will grow until the size 5 until 6 millimeter. Then undergoes a lysis process due to the loss of oxygen inside the pellet. When the mycelium pellet were destroyed due to the lysis process on the inside of the pellets, the bacterial colonies that were able to defend themselves were large enough to settle. These microcolonies subsequently grow into denser granular sludge which eventually lead to the predominantly bacterial population in the reactor during granulation. According to Ottman et al. 2013, this method was successful, developed with a high organic loading rate of 90 kg COD meter cubic per day with a short cycle time 4 hours that can remove COD 74%, TN 73%, and TB 70% with carried out time for 80 days. But during the first 30 days, the removal efficiency fluctuated but became stable from day 30 onwards. This method has limitations such as the volume of the reactor is so small. It's only 0.5 until 4 liters, and this method is easily unstable, grows slowly, and is integrated in long-term operational reactors. Next, we have phytoremediation. Phytoremediation main mechanism that we can use for treat the livestock wastewater is filtration or rhizofiltration. The step of phytofiltration is to grow plant hydroponically until a large root system develops. During the growing growth period, the plant will absorb the wastewater contaminant in the roots or shoot or put, and when saturated, the plant is harvested entirely or only the roots and then discarded. Vector remediation can use several plants. One of them is Ecornia crassipes that efficient in constructed wetland. It can remove suspended solid 96 until 99%, COD 77 until 84%, TP 47 until 59%, total nitrogen 10 until 24%, and also this method has limitation. First, it is a slow wastewater treatment process that takes hours, and the type of treated livestock waste and the concentration of pollution that have influence on the efficiency of plant-based treatment system. Next, we can use the electrocoagulation process. The electrocoagulation process, working by use to electrode plates, namely aluminum or iron, which is inserted into a vessel filled with water to be clarified. Then electrodes are electrified by direct currents so that an electrochemical process occurs, which causes cation to move toward the cathode and anion move forward to anode. And in the end, flocculants are formed which will bind contaminants and particles from the raw water. According to Pinendo Hernandez et al. 2016, optimal electrocoagulation conditions such as pH 7, distance of the plate 2 cm, voltage 50, time 30 minutes, allow to remove COD until 19.16%, but in different optimal condition. It can also remove COD until 20.8% and can also remove the cypermethrin such as antibiotic until 96.2%. This method also have a limitation. This method cannot be used to treat wastewater which has high electrolyte properties, and the use of electricity which may be expensive, and the anode roots are easily corroded, so they must always be replaced. So the conclusion, the recovery and recycling of livestock wastewater has attracted considerable interest. Determination of the right method will affect whether or not the ultimate goal of wastewater treatment is achieved. Equally important, it is necessary to improve education and public awareness on the importance of wastewater treatment as well as various methods of wastewater treatment, their benefits for the environment and the economy. Thank you for your attention. Have a nice day.